There was a recent shooting conducted by the RCMP in North Vancouver. The details are sparse, but it is as follows. North Vancouver RCMP officers respond to reports around 1:12 p.m. on Tuesday regarding an armed man threatening people with an edged weapon. Edged weapon, anything from a knife to an axe to any like a sword, samurai sword. Before you think I'm crazy, I've actually responded to a call where a dude was stabbed through and through with a samurai sword. Yes, a samurai sword. Seen it with my own two eyes. It's a thing that exists.
Between residents and an intruder in their home.
That suspect was stabbed with a sword on the unit block of East Blackberry Alley in Norristown this morning. Police say they
who was armed with a samurai sword.
The roommate defended himself. He had that samurai sword and took a swipe at the suspect.
So an edged weapon inside a business at Westview Plaza. The suspect then entered a vehicle in the parking lot, crashed into multiple parked cars, and attempted to enter several other businesses. Escalating the chaotic situation, the suspect climbed into the driver's seat of an unoccupied police cruiser. Responding officers attempted to subdue him using a conducted energy weapon, i.e. the taser, before firing shots into the cruiser. The suspect was taken to the hospital where he later died while no officers sustained injuries. British Columbia's Independent Investigator Office has been deployed to examine the fatal shooting. That's all the details we have. Now, that's not what's stupid. I mean, it's dumb that that guy did that. Here it is. Laura. This is a real person, by the way. A real human. They breathe the same air we do. Laura said this. I might be wrong. You are. I might be wrong. But I thought the perp only had a knife. Therefore, being shot to death, I think, was excessive use of force. Whatever happened to shooting him in the legs to immobilize and gain control? Well, Laura, let me tell you what happened. The Chuck Norris movie you were watching in 1983 suddenly ended, and you had to enter the real world where shit like that literally has never been protocol ever. For example, this, Laura, is the human body. As you can see, we have two arms and two legs that you want them to shoot at. So let's say this person has an edged weapon and they're about 15 to 20 feet away from you. Well, now let's just say they're a bit further away from you. There you go. Go ahead and hit him in the legs, Laura. Go ahead. Shoot and hit him in the legs with a handgun, mind you, with adrenaline pumping. And now you say, well, really, how fast can they get to you with an edged? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, shit moves quick, Laura. And no, not all of us are Chuck Norris. We don't just get to shoot people in the legs and then they limp it off. You know what runs down this little part of your leg right here? It's called the femoral artery, only one of the biggest arteries in your body that transport oxygenated blood. You sever that thing, you're going night-night real quick, Laura. There are people on this earth, guys, that legitimately truly think this way. They truly believe and think this way. And it boggles my brain that they inhabit the same space we do. This person's a real person. I actually responded. I couldn't not respond. I had to respond. I even used emojis in my response. Laura, life isn't an action movie. You don't shoot legs and arms like it's a Lethal Weapon remake.
I'm too old for this shit.
That's true, by the way. That's a true fact. How are people this dumb? That's just an existential question. I have no idea how Laura is this retarded, but she is. Second, a knife is considered a lethal. Therefore, you challenge lethal with lethal. Now, I may be making a judgment here by saying it's a knife. I assume it's a knife. I've watched the video. I'm not going to show you the video, not because you don't deserve to see it, but because I don't like replaying instances where people have died. It's out on the internet. If you truly want to see it, you can suss that out for yourself. That's not what I do here. Just take it from me. There is a video out there. You can go check it out if you want to, but it won't be shown on this channel. Lastly, just a knife. If you remember what she said before, I might be wrong, but I thought the perp only had a knife. First off, using perp. Really, Serpico? Are you really? Like, what are you, Columbo? The perp only had a knife, therefore excessive force. Shut up, Laura. Jesus. My brain hurts. I had to show you guys this because, retard, right? So Anyway, my last point, I'll read it from the beginning. I said, Laura, life isn't an action movie. You don't shoot legs and arms like it's a Lethal Weapon remake. How are people this dumb? Second, a knife is considered a lethal. Therefore, you challenge lethal with lethal. Lastly, just a knife? Quotations. Tell me right quick, what kills more people in Canada per annum, meaning per year, knives or guns? Go ahead and tell me, Laura. She didn't tell me. She just came back with this. Actually, no. That's exact. Oh my God. Okay. Actually, no. That's exactly what was done in the past as long as you were far enough away from being lethally attacked. If the perpetrator was close enough to a civilian or an officer to lethally hurt them, then yes. Well, based on your really sketchy and very unscientific definition, they were close enough. They were very in close proximity. He tried to steal their cruiser. Remember, he was in the front seat. Then yes, shoot to kill is necessary. Yeah, so proximity is what decides lethality. Okay, good. However, if they're just randomly wielding a weapon around and you're far enough away to take them down, that's what you did. Not everybody was Dirty fucking Harry. You want people to be marksmen with a handgun and shoot people in the legs, and you're quoting Dirty Harry? Oh my God. And I said, Laura, you have zero use of force training or exposure, and it shows. Being further away does not make shooting a limb easier. It makes a small moving target harder to hit and increases the chance of a missed round striking an innocent person. And the person holding the knife does not remain politely frozen at a safe distance. A determined attacker can close several meters within seconds, often before an officer can fully assess or react and respond. Police are not trained to shoot to kill or shoot to wound. They are trained to stop an imminent threat. If lethal force is not justified, they do not fire. If it is justified, they aim for the largest possible target, not attempt a Hollywood trick shot based on advice from someone whose entire understanding from police force comes from Dirty Harry. She responded. You're right. And she didn't even say you're correctly. Y-O-U-R. Jeez. You're right. I have zero training. However, family members and friends once in the police force fired for incompetence have experience in these situations. So your insults and assumptions regarding my knowledge or lack thereof mean nothing to me. Therefore, all the best to you and your trolling endeavors. Trolling? I simply pointed out the fallacies in everything that you wrote. Laura, I think you need pre-chewed food to exist on a daily basis, and if you don't currently have a helmet, you need to procure one immediately, because how do you function? Laura, you can't be this dumb. You can't be. How? I don't understand. Listen, you don't have to be a use of force expert to understand that the police aren't out there just taking sniper aim and shooting in slow-mo like it's a Max Payne remake and just no, you shoot for the largest part of the body. They teach you that in the military, they teach you that in the police force. The police did an amazing job here. I've seen the video. It's a sad video, obviously, because it results in the loss of life. Police officers in today's world and in the previous worlds, police officers have an impossible job, and that is to reason with the unreasonable. I have the luxury of withdrawing from retards like Laura and simply understanding and taking solace in the fact that my head doesn't go wisha-washa, wisha-washa, wisha-washa every time I take a step, unlike Laura's. Good Lord, that woman is retarded. I know that she exists, and now so do you. So we carry that burden together. Take care, be well. I'll talk to you in the next one.
But my grass is green from what I can see.